house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest.
Welcome to Budapest and welcome to this new vlog. We are here in Budapest for 3 days exploring this beautiful city. As you might know, Budapest is actually split into two sides. You have the Buda side on the west and then the Pest side on the east with the Danube River running in between. Today, for the first day, we are exploring the Buda side, and then starting tomorrow, we will be on the Pest side. So let's get started. So we are starting off here at the Széchenyi Chain Bridge, an iconic 19th century suspension bridge, and we will then be heading over to hike up Gellert Hill, which is the hill back there, for some great views of southern Budapest before making our way up the Buda side.
Most már mindent elfelejtettem, nem akarok semmit. Már úgy kelek fel minden reggel, hogy semmi se rendít meg. Te csak állsz ott, nem is nézel, meg vagy már többé nem hisz. És már csak azon gondolkodok végre, mikor kelek fel, hogy csalódottan jöjjek rá, még mindig szeretlek. Ez egy másik dimenzió, és már rég eltemettek.
We are now at Buda Castle. Take a look behind me. It is this big castle complex which includes the Hungarian National Gallery, but also other areas that are free to walk around. And across from the castle, take a look at this view.
Egy szót sem vált idegenbe talál, ami egy nem robban szét, szép képet vág, nem üvöl.
So this Buda Castle complex is quite big, and specifically I am now in the Budapest History Museum, which is still a part of the castle complex. It's one of the ticketed exhibitions, but there is a discount if you are 26 or under. And this one talks about the history of the castle going way back to the 13th century when it started. Currently I'm in this Gothic hall. You can hear my voice is kind of echoey, which makes for some interesting vlog acoustics, but yeah, cool place.
Nem üvölt, nem fáj, egy szót sem mondhatnék. Baby, dob fel nekem a ruhád.
So we are now at the other end of the Buda Castle district at the Matthias Church, named after King Matthias. And on the other side of the church here, we have the Fisherman's Bastion, which is this beautiful area overlooking the Danube River and the Pest side. Take a look at this view from the Fisherman's Bastion. You can see the most iconic building in all of Hungary back there, the Hungarian Parliament Building. So we made it up through the Buda side of the city, and now we are at Margaret Island, which is this big island in the middle of the Danube River on the north side of the city. And as you can see, it's basically like this giant middle of the river island park, and a lot of people hanging around. It's a good place just to relax for a little bit.
Megnéz hátra, mi nem vagyunk szentek, de lehetünk mi kettőből. Nem kell ide más, ülök a fűben és csak várom a csodát.
So I just got a nice Hungarian dinner at this restaurant called 21 Hungarian Kitchen. If you come here, I recommend the chicken paprikash, which is a classic Hungarian dish. And we are actually back here in the Buda Castle district, not because we missed something before, but because it is now sunset time and I'm trying to get some nice sunset and nighttime views.
My acres of land I have achieved. It may be hard for you to stop and believe. Oh, for you, I'd leave it all.
Welcome to day 2 here in Budapest, and today we are on the other side of the river exploring the Pest side. And I just started my day with some langos, which is a classic Hungarian street food. It's this fried dough with cheese, sour cream, and other toppings on top. I got it from this place called Retro Langos, which is one of the most famous places. And now I am at the St. Stephen's Basilica. No, it was not named after me, but it was named after St. Stephen, who was the first king of Hungary. So I guess you could say my people have been ruling this country for a long time, the Stephen people, that is. And after this, we're gonna head over to some other sites on the Pest side, so let's explore the Basilica.
Baby, dob fel nekem a ruhád, add meg nekem a fény. Baby, dob fel nekem a ruhád, hadd csapja be a szél.
So, from St. Stephen's Basilica, we walked along the notable street of Andrassy Avenue, which is lined with nice shops and restaurants and also embassies. And it ultimately leads here to Heroes Square, which is an iconic landmark in Budapest. It commemorates the founding of Hungary and also includes statues with the leaders of the 7 founding tribes of the country. One of the things that Hungary is the most famous for are its thermal baths. And of all the thermal baths, this one behind me here is the most famous one. This is the Széchenyi Thermal Bath, which is located in the city park next to Heroes Square. And there's one particularly famous bath, which is the outdoor one, but there are also a bunch of other ones indoors, so let's go and explore. Alright, and we have made it to the famous outdoor Széchenyi Thermal Bath. Alright, had a very nice and relaxing time here at the thermal baths. I was able to explore all of the indoor pools and then spent most of my time at the famous outdoor pool. The water was super warm, the building is super historic, and I was able to experience an important part of Hungarian culture. The two things I would say though is that it was quite crowded inside, but not too bad. And also the center swimming pool at the outdoor area was under construction. So maybe at a different time it would look even nicer, but still very pleasant experience. So we are ending our second day here in Budapest with another classic Budapest activity, which is a nighttime cruise along the Danube River. Should be able to see some beautiful nighttime views.
Szeretném, nem szeretném, megyek már, de maradnék. Bennem maradt ez a kép, mikor minden olyan szép. Feledném, feledném, komoly voltam, nevettél. Itt már nincsen menedék, itt már nincsen menedék, yeah. Ő neki más jelent, az igazából szerelem. De bennem van, hogy egyszer úgyis majd a feledem. Néha úgy érzem, tényleg elvette az eszemet. De bennem van, hogy egyszer úgyis majd a feledem.
Good morning from our third and final day here in Budapest, and we are starting the day here in the Central Market Hall, which is this huge market with tons of stalls selling all sorts of food and souvenirs and other items.
Nem kell félned, hogyha vadabig áll. Tudod, hogy mi vagyunk a nagyok, nem a csúnya világ. Dob fel nekem a ruhád, add meg nekem a fényt. Baby, dob fel nekem a ruhád, hadd csapja be a szél.
Alright, I am eating here at the Central Market Hall at what I think is the only actual restaurant and not a stall. And it's called Fakanal Eteram. I got myself a strudel and also some classic goulash soup. I am now at the Urban Zabo Library, which was actually built at the site of the former Wainheim Palace. And you can really tell, because this is one of the most beautiful libraries I've ever visited, especially on the 4th floor. So let's go check it out.
My many artifacts, the list goes on. If you just say the words, I'll up and run. Oh, to you, I'd leave it all.
So from that beautiful library, we have now walked over to what many have considered the most beautiful cafe in the world, New York Cafe. This cafe is called New York Cafe because it was originally built by the New York Life Insurance Company and opened in 1894. There is a wait to get inside, as always, but if it's this beautiful, then it must be worth it. So another thing that Budapest is famous for are its ruin bars. In the early 2000s, there were some people who basically took these abandoned buildings and turned them into really eclectic bars. And the first one and the most iconic one is here at incl. Just take a look at this environment inside. Very unique. So I'm pretty sure this entire area, including indoor and outdoor space, is all incl, and every area has its own unique decor. I don't know if I've ever been to a place like this. Now, last but certainly not least, we are ending this Budapest trip at the most iconic place in all of Budapest. We of course saw it from the outside already, but now we get to tour the inside. It is the Hungarian Parliament Building.
Egy szót sem vált idegenbe talál, ami egy nem roppan szét. Szép képet vág, nem üvölt, nem fáj, egy szót sem mondhatnék. Baby, dob fel nekem a ruhád, add meg nekem a fény.
And with that, we have come to the end of this 3-day trip here in Budapest. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me to explore this beautiful and picturesque city. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I will see you on the next adventure.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo, you, I'd leave it all